Welcome, peeps, to the start of the weekend, and ooh, it's Harakiri, Blades of Honor, plus more. There's more. Now, I have been watching this one carefully this week, and finally jumped in on it. Why? Because very exciting stuff is happening. So what is it? It's a grand adventure in it's like feudalism times in Japan, where there's lots of demons you've got to destroy. You're almost an exorcist going out there and destroying them. Some characters might even be asking spirits to go inside them to get stronger to actually defeat these demons. There's all sorts of demonology going on here. But you're a force of nature, a force of good, trying to get rid of all this and clean up Japan, is what's happening. Some call it's a game of two games. We'll be discussing that. It's the most controversial part of the game as we go down. But today, on the Friday of recording, they've made a very exciting update for me, which is... Get ready, Nyx is coming! I'll tell you, Nyx is becoming such a lady of the night. She's on so many of Kickstarters I'm backing. What's going on? We'll have a look at Nyx's model if she's not on the campaign page. In today's update, actually, update 13, they are now starting their daily unlocks. So there's going to be lots of interesting things coming out. As they've pretty much abandoned the stretch goals now, or they've hit the stretch goal limit. I like this because, stretch goal the first half of the campaign and the second half going to daily unlocks. I love that kind of strategy. It means that, because sometimes you feel the stretch goals aren't unlocking and you might think the game isn't as big as it could be. People like to back things that are blowing up and becoming big, right? Anyhow, this game is super early prototype, and I mean early prototype. It's the first Kickstarter I'm backing, at least anyone here at the station, that is not coming out next year. This has got a 2023 estimated ship time on it, so this is well early. Although that has been interesting because there was a huge update. The update pages on this campaign are really, really good. Really good. They've actually taken in all of the feedback from the playthrough videos to address the concerns. The game is definitely changing. It's moldable at this phase because they've not made... they're not going into 100% in everything at all yet. It's still early concept phase. And they've basically thrown out a prototype which they're testing. Let's go down there. Now, this early bird is a little bit of not really worth an early bird. If you go in for the Kami pledge, there was an early bird for the super pledge, which gave you $20 off. But that's kind of has everything in it, including stuff you might not be interested in. But look at that, because it's putting all the add-ons into that pledge. It's a bit big. You might consider that in late pledge. And all that stuff. But this is definitely on my shortlist birthday gift. And what a birthday gifts. It's happening this December. Is pretty awesome because all the games this week have been fantastic. In fact, what an incredible time Kickstarter has been of late. Right, so the Emperor has been assassinated. Chaos is all across the Empire. Dun, 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 dun. Story's a little bit loosey-goosey from the prototype. Well, the prototype really wasn't part of the game because this game has got heavy spoilers and mystery boxes and all that goodness. Why back now? This will never come to retail. Never! Never say never. This mini on the cloud, by the way, is just an alternate mini. There is another mini of this character. So it's not that important, is it really? It's pretty weak tea, actually. They've extended the time of the early bird, actually, because they just felt they needed to. All right. Now, this adventure map is the one that people have been kind of scratching their head at, because the dungeon side of it, which is this exploration phase down here, is really great. But on the world map, people didn't really enjoy it due to the fact that you've not got much player agency. You've got real no choices moving around, and there's an event deck which is busting your gut and stuff. And yeah, so all that's definitely going to be changing for the better. You should not be punished moving around the world map. The world map should be interesting to do. But this world map has its own legacy camp. It's like going to update, and loads of things are going to change on this map as you go through the campaign of Act 1. And I'm guessing Act 2 is going to be using this map as well. They've unlocked the other side of this board as well. That is going to have a big arena for fighting. That's going to be Act 2. It's a battle arena for Act 2. Kind of like a giant tile for the exploration phase. That's going to be very, very cool. Characters themselves, though, they level up. They've got a huge role-playing aspect to them. They can get, I guess there's crafting because there's blacksmith cards, and there's shops that you can go and get all this equipment and things. Combat is mainly dice rolling, and I'm a dice chucking fan. I don't really care about swingy look and stuff, because if you're rolling for enemies, it goes both ways, doesn't it? It's swinging back and forth for enemies and you, so it's a fair. Say 60 minutes to 150, so you are playing a campaign game, so expect that kind of 2 to 3 hour time anyhow. And there is some one-shot stuff that you can do too. I'm hoping that the one-shot scenarios, they can be programmed into the campaign as side quests and stuff like that, and all that good stuff. Happy to report, though, that the dungeon crawl section of the game is what the YouTubers have been loving this, and there's loads of tiles in the game, double-sided, and beautiful art and all this stuff. The characters that you're playing are very interesting too. Some good quotes here. Watch these views, yes, but also if you watch these, you need to go through the updates and see what changes they're doing because of what these YouTubers have been saying. It's an important message to know that this game is still malleable, it's still evolving. And get your comments in here if you've got any suggestions for it, because they are listening. Here it is! Nyx, yeah, she's from Madara. I love how each game is doing Nyx, because she seems to be following the art style of the games, and because in Madara she's a comic JRPG looking character, right? But she's becoming more humanized or more realistic in the other games she's popping up in. But this is definitely going to be interesting. We'll be looking at this update 13 as we go, but this is the first daily go, and that is a great daily go. Now the stretch goals have basically been revealing Act 2, as it was a secret on the day 1. There's all these kind of strange enemies here. Scenarios, bosses. These bosses would have been in the box anyway, if you want to call these fake stretch goals. They're going to be in the box anyway, aren't they? Is this the last stretch goal? Are they going to do stretch goals beyond this? Maybe they are. No, they're still going to stretch it, and they're going to do dailies at the same time. All right, cool. The minis look cool, like they're super original. I love the stance of the ninja here with the knee out. Fantastic. Exploration event cards, people don't like this stuff, so need some more choice and stuff like this. The double-sided map board to be super tile, that was a great one, and more playable characters, the chick with the monkey, very, very cool, and more of these camera cards, which I'll let you reveal. Like, if you go through the updates, it's an interesting thing, and the updates are worth going through just to see all the concept art and the love that's on this project. Little bit sad that you're getting 6 copycat minis of some of this stuff for the dungeon crawl. I would have preferred some alternate sculpts coming out, although it's not too late in the day for that to happen, you know. Who knows? And yes, some more blacksmith cards. It does look like you need to craft these, and one of them is some gauntlets, isn't it? Like Freddy Krueger, which is very, very cool. Tengu here, which looks like a demonic angel, but excuse me, the demonic angels, didn't the wings get burned? Has he still got his wings, or has he been role-playing, going to a party? I don't know. The demon hunter, this guy is a monster, isn't he? Super big. There is some really big minis in the game. And this backload, this is a playable character. Looks very, very cool. Monk character. In fact, some of these character poses are so good, you might want to use these for monks or ninjas in other games, right? The Dai Darabochi. It says Act 1 and Act 2, so how does that work? Is it just a minion in the dungeon? Rat ninja guy. Double-sided tiles. There is interesting social updates going on as well, where you're deciding what tiles to unlock. Can we not just have it all? Anyway, what's in the box? Dun, 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 dun. Like the dynamic poses, she's going to knock off an arrow. He's getting ready to ninja you in the face. Is he? No, he's pulling a spell out. Okay. Harakiri here is getting ready to draw the sword. And Hattori here looks like he's going to jump off a building and... what's the word? Ambush! Stealth kill from the top. Batman kind of thing. Like it. I like the bases. They've all got a little bit of detail on. And so of the enemies. So yeah, you're getting a lot of these. I wish there was some alt art of them, but they certainly are super different and unique. I mean, the Kappa here looks like the something out of Mansions of Madness, doesn't it? But the Ankami here with is a snake coming out of his mouth, very, very cool. You've got this newer here, which is, I believe, monkey head, body of a tiger, or body of a bear, legs of a tiger, tail as a snake. So there's like weird stuff going on. Undertaker here, which makes me remember New World game that I was playing. There's characters like this in the game with a big bloody box on the back. Here they're getting bigger as we go down. The Blood Oni, so demon, blood demon, and Tsubi Ontoshi. Look at this guy. And all these bosses and stuff have good intelligence as well on each of them, so that is something to take note of. Whopping amount of cards. What's this? 500 cards planned for this game. Ouch. So you might say lack of variety. Well, what we're looking at here is still box 1, isn't it? Yeah. But it says 39 boss card AI, so that's good variation in the bosses. And that reminds me of the Egyptian game. What's it called? My mind's gone blank. Editor, can you can you put up a picture of the game that I backed? It basically, you've got two enemies the same, but it pulls out different AI for the two of them. That's what I want to talk about. And of course Midara's doing that, isn't it, with the or plans to do that with the book that's coming out with Act 2 and 3. Anyway, blacksmith cards, a lot of crafting cards, 84. So very cool. That's like a massive 2 decks of cards almost to go through. Talking of cards, 2 decks of adventure cards going through. If the world map is supposed to be evolving, though, shouldn't the adventures evolve too? Should you not just split these up into, like, acts? So you get different events as the story unfolds? That'd be kind of nicer to have. The camera cards, and they've been stretched as well, but they're very, very cool. I think we get an explanation down below anyway. Missions to do, sending you into these well, dungeons. They're not real dungeons. You know, you're going into temples and all this stuff. You know, it's Japan. These exploration event cards has been causing chaos with the YouTubers. They're definitely tuning these, and again making more locations, secret locations. There are secrets. It's a big part of this game is the secrets. Maps looking nice. Yeah, no complaints about that. Like that you've got a little bit of like mist going over certain regions. I like the weather effects on these maps. The beautiful water, mountainous region, farming area, forest area. Looks good. 10 double-sided tiles. I'm guessing more are getting unlocked. Probably going to be some dailies and more coming out and stuff like that. So definitely sufficient. And we're still on Act 1 here. Engraved dice with etched corners, looking nice. 20 chi dice. Yeah. 200 tokens. Good God, there's going to be a lot of punching in this. It looks like there's money here, doesn't it? 1 copper, 5 silver, 25 gold. I want a coin set, please. And we'll see when we get into the add-ons. You get a character booklet. Interesting. And I hope they do a little focus on the character booklet, because it's you might be tracking stuff that you've been doing during the campaign. Plastic rings, these are for the bosses, and it's to denote which enemies are what, especially if they do have different AI. So Act 2 is to be revealed. It's up there in the updates. It is getting revealed. And the Fear and Hope, that's definitely up there too. Don't worry about that. The big 170 mini. What a whopper. Oh yeah, definitely looking cool. Don't they always look cool when they paint them, don't they? There has been some questions about some of these expansions, and they are trying to address that in the updates. The big FAQ, 17 questions, wow. Another hero for the this Wrath of the Gods. One of them's like a solo one as well. So a new slew of heroes in this box. We're getting some more enemy types. Nice. More blacksmith cards and adventure and hundreds of cards as well. Jabai's Curse. This guy reminds me of it's a samurai movie. I can't remember. I've got a terrible memory when it goes to the past. A movie, Japanese movie. It reminds me of, anyway. This is a solo game. This box, Jabai's Curse, there is a solo mode in here where this guy goes to rip up these demons. And And this guy's so big, it covers 3x5 squares in the dungeon. Yeah, during the campaign you reveal new minis and other components. Hopefully it's new blacksmith recipes and stuff like that. Would be cool. Two multiplayer scenarios. These are like 4-player scenarios. They're kind of tough. This really is a solo box when you get this one. The Jabai's Curse. Sounds fantastic, actually. So you've got a campaign, Act 1 and Act 2. You've got a solo campaign with Jabai's Curse with some really tough raid-like scenarios in here. The Honor Pledge then, this is all these expansions. We'll see the expansions as we go down. So it's giving you the art book, not interested, even though the art is wonderful in the updates. Extra dice, you might need that if you've got 4 players playing it. Neoprene mat, it will be double-sided, don't worry about that. That looks kind of nice, but is it going to be bigger? Is it going to be bigger? We don't know yet. 1,300. Oh my god, how much is that going to cost? And this is the alternate mini. Okay. 45 euros for all the sleeves. Not bad, actually. The neoprene map's only 24 euros. Not bad. 10 euros for 9 dice. Ouch. So it is a big upgrade, isn't it? You're putting if you're losing the early bird, let's see, it's 110 to add all this stuff. 110. Well, if you don't get the art book, you're just going for the sleeves. That's 45 on top. Dice, maybe. That's 55. Mat needs to be bigger. Mat's going to add weight as well, so... So yeah, the adventure phase, this is the thing that's going to be having the most changes. The exploration phase is solid. It is solid. Lots of videos to sink your time into, and I'll tell you now, the team is massive. Look at this. It's like a AAA team that's working on this game. Absolutely massive. Shipping rest of the world, 180 euros. Are you kidding me? Why is there no dice? This shipping, though, is so, like, loosey-goosey. Shipping in May 2023. Who knows what shipping's going to be like then? And there's no real benefit here to actually... pledging for it, I guess. You can just $1 pledge it and see how the project goes over the next 18 months, and then you might have to do that anyway, because there's some amazing stuff out there on Kickstarter, especially this week, right? So yeah, let's have a look at this update then. I've not looked at it properly. Number 13 is new in just as I was doing this video. Yeah, they're going to be doing dailies until the last 48 hours of the campaign. As die-hard Madara fans, me too, and admirers of all the work done by Succubus Publishing, this collaboration holds a unique place. If you don't know Madara, oh my god, epic dungeon crawler. And it says, we are impatient to continue our adventures with the characters of Madara because it's Act 2 and 3 are in production right now. Very, very exciting stuff. In fact, you'll be able to pledge on this, and there's a link here, of course, because the crossover wants to promote it. So here's Nyx then. Whether Nyx ends up being an ally or an enemy during your games depends on you and your decisions. and vote on the tile. It's weird, this vote, because just give me all of these locations. I don't want to vote on one location. Hang on, what's that? Is it the vote finished? Did it? Let me just go to that. We've unlocked a tile, one that you can vote on the location for in the previous update. Let me just look at this choice, because peeps, you know, it's like these updates are pretty meaty when you go through them. Loads of art and right, so tell us what you want on each side. So can we not have a snowfield? Can we not have all of these? It would be nice to get all of these, wouldn't it? And hopefully the dailies, I don't know, bring these out anyway. I don't like to see content that they offer you cut from the campaign, but you know, hey. All right, peeps. Let's come to the final thoughts on this campaign. Well, it's certainly early days. It's not coming to 2023. In fact, 18 months of production still ahead of it. It's still in early concept phase and prototyping. So they're definitely going to be, you know, chiseling this to become a fantastic gem. There's such a giant team on it as well. It's not like there's a couple of people here. They've got a big AAA size team on it, which makes it look more fantastical in its project. But this can definitely fulfill its hope, because it's this beautiful feudal Japan going around as a ninja, exercising all these demons. It sounds phenomenal. Certainly 10 days to go. More will be revealed. More will chuck out on the updates, of course. They're fascinating updates, and look forward to seeing where it goes. But definitely locked and loaded in for this. I mean, for the long run. Definitely love these campaign games, and I have nothing in Japan, and especially this feudal ninja time with demon hunting. So sounds really good, doesn't it? And there's like a massive trending of doing stuff from China at the minute, and I'm not exactly happy with the Chinese government. So yeah, a little bit of Japanese here. It's in vogue, I'm guessing, for Asian-minded themed games. Anyway, so yeah, it is looking good. If you are on the fence about it, just put the $1 pledge in. You will be safe and sound with the $1 pledge, and you can follow it through the progress of the post campaigns and all that stuff. I think I'll have to come back on the final 48 hours anyway, just to talk about the daily unlocks and to see what gets unveiled, because dear me, when you go through the updates, like the amount of chopping and changing and additions and molding and promises and all this stuff that's happening is really good to see, and we'll probably see more as we go through the campaign. But it may be coming up to a little bit of a lull in the middle of the campaign, so we'll just have to see where the stretch goals go from here. But yeah, the dailies are going to be welcome anyhow. So yeah, Harakiri then. It ends the Kickstarters we're covering this week, and what a week it has been. Tomorrow on the Sunday show, we will have Christmas music whilst talking about all the games this week and talking about the Wheel of Time TV series as well. If you've got a question for the Sunday show, please, you can just put the word question in front of your question in the chat. That'll make sure it gets into the Sunday show if you want to ask me anything about any of these games this week. Do we recommend Harakiri Blades of Honor? We do, but we understand you might still be on the fence, but you $1 pledge in. Otherwise, what a treat it's going to be. And 2 acts coming out with a solo campaign in the mix, and raids scenarios, only 2 so far, more could get unlocked, of course. So lots to uncover yet on this campaign. It's not over yet, and hopefully when it comes to the final 48 hours, it'll be a must-pledge game. That's what I'm hoping, as the movement of the dollar starts moving around. So, also, this game's not coming to retail. It is really a Kickstarter-only project, and it has that. But we need your money. We need it's definitely got that indie feel, but with a massive team involved. So, okay, I can get behind that project absolutely. So peeps, let me know in the comments what you think of Harakiri. Have you been impressed by the updates? Are you happy that they're addressing what all the YouTubers have been saying, and you can see the project is evolving? Yeah, it's all very, very good. Anyway, peeps, until tomorrow when I come back with my Sunday show. And I'll tell you, the Christmas music will be super unique. I'm guessing you probably have never heard of it. We'll see when I do it. But yeah, I really enjoy my radio shows at the weekend, and I hope you can tune in for that one. All right, peeps. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. You've been watching Kickstarter Radio 102.4. You take care, stay safe, and bye-bye for now.